What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for coming back and tuning in. I'm trying to get better and better with each video. There is just a lot when you're making these videos and tutorials as far as the lighting, the camera, the lens. Today I did another makeup tutorial. Each makeup tutorial video is going to be based around a different product. So my first two videos were all MAC products. Today, one of my favorite eyeshadows is actually NYX, and I actually made two palettes because if you go to the NYX store, you can pick all of your own colors. So I'm going to be listing these. These are all of my favorite colors in two palettes and, that I have. I'll list the whole palette, but I'll list the colors, of course, that I actually used for this look. So, so if you like to, so if you guys want to check out how I did this look, stay tuned. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, leave comments. Feel free to leave comments. Any comment that you have on this video. Also, any questions that you have about any of the products that I've used. So yeah. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. See you soon.
Now let's get to the good stuff. I'm moisturizing my face with Clinique moisturizer. Today I'm using a primer by Fenty Beauty. Of course, I'm going back in with my favorite Benefit POREfessional primer. This really works well in this area you see me applying it to. It really mattifies my skin in that area, and it also smooths out my pores. So my foundation is MAC Studio Fix Liquid in the color NC45, and I'm using a Chanel brush to apply it. So I use this brush to apply it all over my face. When my skin is a little dry, I add a priming spray before I use my sponge. So I'm going to use some of this Urban Decay Quick Fix. It's a prep priming spray. And of course, my blender is damp. The absolute best Maybelline Eyestudio. I'm telling you guys, this is the best product. I use it for my eyebrows and I use it as eyeliner, and it is the only product that I use for many years and I just can't get away from it. So now I'm going in with the color NC30 matte concealer and just cleaning up my brows. And then I'm going to blend everything out. And now I'm using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And I like to apply this with the brush and then rub it in with my fingers. So from my NYX kit that I customized, the first color that I'm going to be using is actually one of my favorite colors in the kit. It's very similar to my skin tone and it really warms up the crease. It's called Blame It On Midnight. This is a really nice base color. It looks very natural. The next color I'm using is called Dance the Tides, and I'm going to add this over the lid, the whole lid as well, but mainly in the middle of the lid. So now with my flat Chanel eyeshadow brush, I'm going to be adding the color Leather and Lace. And this is where I'm going to flip the brush upside down and really pack it on at the base of my eyelid. As you can see, I'm not going all the way to the end of the eyelid. I'm staying close to the middle corner. So now for my transition color, I'm going to be using the color Tweed, and I'm going to just blend this over and over in between the two colors that I've already applied. So now for my smoke color, I'm using the color Guilt Trip, and I'm using this brush. I'll tag it below. I love this brush for adding that smoky eye look. And I'm starting from the corner of my eye and I'm working my way toward the middle, but not all the way. So now I'm going to add the color Girl Talk above my, under my eyebrow, right on my brow bone to highlight. And I'm also going to take that same color and apply it on top of the color Guilt Trip. This color has some sparkle to it, so it's really going to brighten things up a bit and add some shimmer. The reason I have two kits is because you get 9 colors per kit, and I really wanted these 13 colors that I have, so that's why I have a kit of 9 and then a palette of 4. So of course my favorite concealer is NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm going to add that under my eyelid. I'm going to use it to clean up my eyeshadow, and then I'm going to add some on my nose, a little on my forehead and my chin, just to contour. And now with my Sephora contour stick, I'm going to use this on my cheekbones, forehead, my nose. So I'm using a small beauty blender for my dark contour, and this will get in the areas that I need, like where I'm contouring my nose. It's easy to use a small beauty blender to do that. And I'm just going to use it for the rest of my dark contour as well. So now I'm using my Real Techniques sponge, and I'm going to use this over the highlight and blend everything in. Of course, I'm going to bake with my translucent powder, adding that just to where I put concealer and not where I put the dark contour stick. Now I'm using Hoola by Benefit, and I'm going to use this to touch up my nose contour. Now I'm using MAC Mineralized Bronzer in the color Dark, and I'm going to use this to touch up my cheekbone contour. And this is the way I set the contour as well. So for the highlight, I set it with a translucent powder, and for the contour, I set it with a bronzer or the Anastasia contour kit. But today I'm using a bronzer. So then I cut on my jawline just so that you have more of a chiseled look and more of a contoured look. with some leftover translucent powder. Now I'm going to be using an eye pencil. It's the color Spiked by MAC, and I'm just going to touch up my brows and fill in any spots that are not fully neat. So this is the Anastasia brow gel, and I like to put this on my brows because since getting my eyebrows permanent ombre, it's best to let as much of my hair stand out as possible to give it more of a natural look. So now I'm going back in with the darkest NYX color, and I'm going to smudge that underneath my eyes. And I'm using this shading brush by Real Techniques. So now I'm going to add that same color that I used to highlight on my brow bone. I'm going to put that in the corners of my eyes to give it a little pop. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's by Tart and it's the color Partyyy. Now I'm going in with the MAC highlighter in the color Lightscapade, and I'm going to highlight underneath my eye just a little bit. Now I'm going in with the MAC highlighter in the color Oh Darling, and I'm going to highlight my cheekbones, my nose, my lips. And I'm going to finish my look with MAC Prep and Prime finishing spray. So now I'm going to use my all-time favorite eyeliner by Revlon Luxurious Color. Going to do my lower lashes with L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. And as I mentioned before, back with the Maybelline paint pot, I'm going to add that on top of my pencil liner just to set it. I'm going to do a little bit of wing with that same Maybelline paint pot. So now I'm going to use the NYX lip pencil in the color Light Brown. This is the MAC lipstick in the color Honey Love. This is a very nude color, but for the look that I'm going for, a very overdrawn look, a nude color is good. So now I'm using a MAC pencil in the color Cork, and I'm going on the very outer lines of my lips to make them appear bigger. And this is a little technique that I use to make your lips look a little bigger and a little more pouty. This is the same highlighter from MAC in the color Oh Darling. And finally, I'm going to top it off with NYX liquid lipstick in the color Abu Dhabi. A little bit more of the Cork lip liner. It really finishes up the look very nicely. Finally, some mascara on my top lashes. I'm using the brand Stila. I do have individual lash extensions on. So for my hair, I decided to just pull 2 pieces down in the front and then do like a high ponytail. Since I was wearing a dress that had a little turtleneck, I thought this style would be cute.